Hello everybody, and welcome to Enshrouded. I've been eyeing this game for a while. It looks really promising. It has a great aesthetic. Supposedly it has very good building and crafting systems. So yeah, I want to show you how this works, how it plays, and maybe a couple tricks I picked up along the way. I've played this just once, just to get, so I could get my head around a couple mechanics. And yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot so far, so I'm pretty excited to share this with you. So I will skip cutscenes, I will skip story stuff, I will just get into the mechanics more. I do highly recommend that if you're interested that you play this for yourself. I'm just gonna show you, yeah, show you some goodies and share my my initial thoughts about the game. So far, I'm really enjoying it. Right, so first off, once you start, you can go here to grab some grenades, and we can yeet these at the wall. It's probably a better way to do it. You could probably get through with a pickaxe, but we haven't made a pickaxe yet, so. There we go, some goodies here. I'm not gonna read the notes, but I will take this hatchet. Hell yeah. Any goodies? No, that's it. I think at this first bit, you could just get a hatchet and some torches. It's always good. There is fall damage. I'm actually surprised it didn't take more damage because I dropped both platforms. It is something to keep in mind. Luckily, we can craft something to negate that after not too long, but for now, we'll just be a bit more careful. Alright, that's another torch. Nice. So we have a hotbar here with weapons. If you press 2, you instantly use a grenade. If you have a consumable on there and you press the button, you instantly use it. So what I often like to do is put stuff in my inventory. B for backpack. And because I tend to hit something and it instantly does the thing. So yeah, that's something I had to get used to. Combat is very satisfying in this game. I think it's a little bit Souls-like. I haven't really played Dark Souls or any of those games. But yeah, you can press tab to go in kind of combat/targeting mode. No, sometimes it'll target the wrong enemy. And I haven't seen a simple way to switch targets, although I haven't really tried that much either. So yeah, just spam click, control to roll around. You can rebind it if you want. And right click to parry. Sometimes it takes just a moment to raise your weapon, which is realistic. So you might try and get your head around the timing. You can smash everything for materials, which is awesome. Ooh, and I got a recipe for an axe. That's also awesome. So you can smash everything, and if you feel like, oh, that's a shame, I really like the decorations, when you reload the game, structures, loot, trees, everything comes back, which is really nice. So I'm just gonna start straight away by cutting down some trees. Actually, maybe just do this one. Alright, this gives me resin. I think sometimes I get wood from that tree, but if you go for the little trees that have more of a fall look, that are more brown, you do often get resin. You can get berries from these bushes, you can get, plant fiber from these bushes. And early game you're gonna want a lot of plant fiber. Because we need that to make string, and we need string for everything. Alright, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more wood. You can also pick mushrooms, but you mostly need those if you're more interested in magic. So, let me show you that little tutorial, but let me just show you. If you press V, you go to the crafting menu, which is very useful. Here you can make string. I think that's all we need plant. No, that's not true. Mostly we need it for string, but you also need it for some other things. So I'm just gonna make... just want to see what I need for an axe, because an axe is gonna be great for cutting down trees. We have stone, we just need twigs and 1 string. Okay, so I will make 1 string and I'll be on the lookout for twigs. You can fight these for a bit of XP. Oh, I took a mushroom. Which is great. First time that's how I got to level 1. But I guess I need to fight just a random enemy to get there. That's okay. So I will be on the lookout. Oh, 1 more. I'll just be on the lookout for some twigs. And I'll go to the place where we're supposed to make our a little home. See, these are twigs. We're gonna need early game. I was always looking for twigs and for bushes. I'll run around a little bit, just get a little bit more of that. Luckily, really soon we'll unlock another area where it's easier to find that, just because it's a bigger area. Although you can just walk there straight away, but I recommend holding off just a little bit. So hoping for more twigs, because twigs can also be used for bow and arrow, but that's okay. We'll just go look for some rocks. Just press E on everything. You can pick up rocks pretty quickly and bushes even more quickly just by walking past. Can mine bigger stones and stuff. We can terraform, which is really good. You can even dig holes in the ground with grenades if you want, which I'm a big fan of. And we could probably take this out with the hatchet, but let me just make some more efficient tools real quick. Alright, so we can make an axe, craft. We can make a campfire, would be good, but not yet. I would love a pickaxe, but I'm gonna need more string. Okay, I'll make 1 more string. And I will make a pickaxe. Awesome. So now I'm gonna reorganize my bar a bit. I want 1 torch somewhere on the bar because it does get very dark. I want a decent weapon at the start. And a couple tools. And here I'll probably put a bow when I make one. Sweet. So now we can take out the axe. Start chopping. This animation is a little silly, but... there we go. So all these trees respawn. I'm not sure if it takes a week, but I usually... well, usually I've only played once, but when I restarted the game, trees were back. So you could probably cheese that a little bit. Of course, there's hunting. We can feed ourselves. We don't have to... it's not like a survival game where you have to feed yourself. Be careful with that cliff edge. We can definitely hurt ourselves badly. Oh, level up. Let's go. A animal fur. Like that. Oh shit, that's a wolf. Wolves aren't too bad. These are level 1, but... oh, they do hurt a bit. Alright. Let's loot them real quick. From wolves, we get bones and wolf meat, which is awesome, because wolf meat increases our max HP. But for now, all we have is berries. Because we haven't cooked the meat. And berries will give us, I don't know, maybe a minute or so of slow health regen. It's a bit slow. In combat, it's not going to be fast enough. But it's really nice. In between fights, just eat a berry. Wait a bit, eat another berry. So there we have the Shroud. This game is really pretty. It's only running on somewhere between medium and high, because it's not super smooth right now on my system. Sure to optimize it though. Alright. So, let's go... where exactly What is exactly? This is where we're supposed to make a flame altar. So let me do that. Let's go to crafting. Let's go all the way to the top. Flame altar just needs 5 stone. Really easy. Looks very, very well designed. Looks like something we could never craft, but you know, let's not question it. Let's just put an altar somewhere in the middle. So I like this place. And I'm gonna make this kind of the center point of our, well, little village. It's hardly gonna be a village. I'm just gonna build a house and maybe another structure, but I'll get to that later. There, I just communed with the flame. They gave us a mission, but we're gonna mostly ignore that a little bit. Although we will do some of that, but that's for later. So now we can start building, which I'm really excited about. So I'm gonna go to crafting and I'm gonna make a construction hammer. Just takes 1 stone. Again, it looks really, really nice. Much better than something I could make with my basic tools. But again, let's not question it. And that's also, by the way, this is our second hotbar. I usually have 1 hotbar for combat, for action, for general stuff. And I usually have 1 hotbar for building and mining. But for now, yeah, we'll do that. Now there's no need, but might as well. But before we build, let me see. Can I make a workbench? Not yet. We're gonna need a workbench so we can make nice building blocks. It's not like some games like Minecraft, like Scrap Mechanic, which I've played a lot, where you could just pick up wood and build with it. You do still have to refine it, but it is a very inexpensive process. We don't have to mine a lot, farm a lot. I'm just gonna go look for a little bit more plant fibers. Like these, perfect. See what we can find before it gets too dark. The day-night cycle, it's not very long. Days do kinda whiz by. Let's also pick up some honey. I forgot what I need it for, but if I see loot, I take loot. Oh, bees! Yeah, we do have bees. They are an enemy that you can defeat. Oh shit, they do quite a bit of damage when you're this low level. I guess probably something you shouldn't, you know, overthink. It's not like we're actually killing the whole... We're probably just deterring them from attacking us. The hive mind decides, no, this is not worth it. Alright, let's get back to the flame. It feels safe here. Let's go make some bandages. For that we need torn cloth and string. We need string for a lot of things. 6, 7, 8. Let's make 8 string. Let's make 2 bandages. And they're already on the hotbar. I'm just... Actually, no, the healing's been going alright. I'm just gonna keep them. Have another berry. Perfect. Right, now let's see. Can we make a workbench? Yes, we can. Easily. Sweet. So often stuff you craft will just appear on your hotbar, otherwise you just have to drag them to your hotbar. And on your hotbar you can select it by scrolling and we can place it. So kind of lost my sense of direction. Is this where we entered? Is this the path? That's the path. That's the flame. Okay. I'll just place the workbench here. I'm not going to leave it here. But I want to build on that other side. I don't want to obstruct my building. You can just hold E to pick up the workbench. You could place it. You won't damage it. It's the same with construction. You could just build, demolish, rebuild, demolish. And there's no loss of objects, which is really nice. You know, sometimes we get a little stingy. But let's go make some stone blocks. Here we need only 2 stone blocks for 100 building blocks, which is awesome. So I'm gonna make 600 stone. And I'm gonna make wood blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1,000. I have a simple little structure in mind. And I'm not sure how many plant fiber blocks I'm gonna need, so I'm just gonna start with... Well, that's all I can do, 300. Because, you know, plant fiber, bit of a thing. But that's only gonna be for a little while. So now, I take the construction hammer. And this took me just a little bit to get my head around how this works exactly. I didn't think it was initially extremely obvious. But maybe I was just being a bit slow. So you equip the hammer, you press tab, and now if you hold Alt, left Alt, you can scroll for the categories. So I just want a big slab. So in this row we see a big slab shape. Now I'm gonna let go of Alt, and now I can go through the options within this row. That makes sense. So Alt to select a group, and then let go of Alt and just scroll to find the one you want. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place some stone and some stone. Oh shit, it's way higher than I want it to be. That's because it wants to attach to flame. That's okay. You know what? Let's just eyeball it. I do want it to be in line with the flame altar. And let's see, let's elevate it a little bit. Place it here, just left click. You can press X to toggle and untoggle. I mean, yeah, just to toggle the grid. It's a bit easier with the grid on, because, you know, grids are nice. There's of course the option that it starts to float. You can make floating things. Okay, maybe I want it to be 1 block lower actually. Remove. Remove. It's not... Sometimes it's a little tricky because there's always a fixed distance between you and what you're placing. Sometimes you have to move yourself a little bit to get it exactly in the right place. So yeah, let's do this. More embedded in the ground. I like that. I like that a lot better. So I'm just gonna make this 3x2 structure. Actually, I'm gonna move it back a bit. Yeah, just right click to remove. It's really easy. And you can see, like, there's this nice outline of stone. But if we place another one, it organically changes where the stone outline comes. So it's really nice. And now we can even go to the top left option and work with individual blocks. So in here it gets more like Minecrafty or scrap mechanic-y, or, you know. And okay, this looks a bit silly because it doesn't look great. It's too small, but you can also delete like this if you want to make a door in a specific place. Well, we're not going to make a door in the floor, but you know, you know what I mean. And it's really nice, the freedom you get. So now let's go make a doorway. So we can make the whole structure out of stone. Could be really cool. But I'm gonna go, you know, it's a first little hovel of a home. I'm gonna hold Control and scroll for the materials. So right now we can use stone or wood, but later we can make more materials. And I'm just gonna make a doorway. Now I'm gonna make a window. I guess a wall portion with a window, and again, we can be like, okay, I want this window bigger. It's really nice. You can make actual window frames and stuff in here, and they are made to be 2x3. So I'm gonna leave them the default. But it's nice that you have that freedom, and I really appreciate that. It gives you the aesthetic of a game like Valheim, but the freedom of something like Scrap Mechanic. At least for the most part. Yeah, I think, yeah, you do have the same freedom, I think. Let's make 2 more window things. Do we want a back door? Maybe just a simple wall. Let's just keep it simple. It really doesn't need much. So just press tab to go out of the build menu. Oh, crap. I will... There we go. If I stand in the right place, I can pick this up. Perfect. I can place this inside. Make it feel already a little bit more lived in. You do have free placement, but I like the grid. Sweet. Nice. I like it. I think I'm just gonna throw a torch real quick. Key right, hold E. Yep. So now we have a light source. It's not elegant, but you shouldn't burn yourself on it, and hey, it works. We're gonna make some really, some much nicer lights later. Yeah. Sweet. Let's go back into build mode, and let's also give ourselves a roof, because that's gonna be, it's just gonna look much nicer. So, right here you have roofs, 2M. I think 2M says something about the height. Maybe we can have a look, because we do get a preview. It's the width? I think it's both? I don't know. I, so far, mostly been using the 2M roofs. I like them. Again, the grid can be your friend, because without it, I found it a little tricky without the grid, especially the roof. As you get more experience, you might want that freedom. But for now, whoop, I just go to the corners, I hit R to rotate until it's right, and I click. Same with these simple roof parts. Yep, more plant fiber, of course. That's gonna be a theme for a little while, but it's really no biggie. So I'm back after like 3 minutes of gathering, and I have a lot more plant fibers. They're 80. That's gonna do just fine. So I'm just gonna make some plant fiber. 300 more. Let's see how far that gets us. Because I'm trying to not make too much stuff. If I can just make what I use, then I'm gonna have a cleaner inventory. Although after this, I will show you how to make some storage. So for the roof height, if you look straight up, you could place it there, but it does attach nicely. But I'm gonna see if I can move it just 1 lower by angling my camera. So yeah, sometimes it's not perfect, sometimes it takes a little bit of puzzling, but typically I end up with pleasing results. Let's just have a quick look from outside. Yeah, that looks like a roof. Nice. I would love to get something like a chimney here. Maybe I'll try that later. I do want to have a fire, yeah, a source of heat inside, a place to cook. Yeah, in fact, let's have a look at that. Let's see the crafting menu. We can make a simple campfire. This will do, but also this will do in the wild. You can make this anywhere, because it's a simple recipe, just needs 2 wood. Easy peasy. I want to make something a little bit nicer. So let's see what we can make at the workbench. Fireplaces. Fireplace, there we go, this looks cool. So this is take stone and wood logs. I'll make one. And let me also show you storage. So here we can make tiny chests. Later we can make bigger storage, don't worry. But for now, this will have to do. Of course it takes string. So let's make 1. Let's also go to manual crafting. This is just the stuff you can make everywhere. string, and we can make a decent amount of it. That's awesome. Go back to storage. There, I want at least 4 tiny chests. And let's see, where is the fireplace? It's already on my hotbar. Let's place that here. You can place it in the wall, which might look okay. Looks a bit more embedded. But I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm gonna place it one further. Find it in my inventory. Oh, it's on my other hotbar. That's okay. There we go. Sweet, and now we can cook. But I'll get to cooking in just a little bit. I also want to put down some storage. I think I'll put that here near the crafting table. Place one here. And one here. Although it can be a little tricky, because this opens the top one, and you have to look very far down to select the bottom one. Just a pet peeve of mine, it's really no issue. What I'm gonna try, pick one up. Maybe if we can stagger them a little bit, just by one block. Maybe that will be a bit... I don't know if I like it aesthetically, but let's see. Now we can... I don't know if it actually helps that much. Of course, what you can always do is not stack them, you know? I can pick up the bottom one. Ah, there we go. Sometimes you have to reposition to be exactly in the right place so you can pick them up. You know what? Let's just put them side by side. Now move the workbench to here. I'm just gonna place... No, I'm fumbling with the with the controls. Press R, right, click. Oh my god. Love when it just moves over right on the last moment. That's user error though. Sweet. Alright, now we have some storage. Let me just dump raw materials in the first one. So, animal fur. No, we have space. Yeah, there's no need for this yet. Now we'll keep it on us, because there are a couple more things I want to craft. I want to have a look at a bed. Home is incomplete until you have a bed. So, I don't have any torn cloth at all. I guess I used it all. You can make a table. You can really, and you can... This took me a bit, actually, to realize. On tables, you can't just make the crude wooden table. You get options. At the top here, you can... oh, with A and D, that works too. WASD you can go through. Like illumination, you have 5 options here, which are really cool. So you can find fireflies everywhere. Especially at night, they're easy to find. You can make this really nice firefly lamp. For now, I'll just make a candle, because it just takes string and wax. Let's do that. And can I place it on the workbench? Yes, I can. Oh, that's nice. That's cozy. Beautiful. Alright. So, what I need most right now is cloth. I need cloth for the bed. And I think I might need it for a couple other things. I do want a bed in here. So I'll go out in a sec for some cloth. I probably have to fight some enemies for that, but that's okay. Because some more combat is fun enough and it helps us level up. Another thing we should make. Rags. But again, we need torn cloth. I should have made those earlier maybe, because it gives us just a little bit of protection if we have at least, you know, some basic clothes. We are only wearing some really crappy shorts. So yeah, let's get on that. Let us Take out the hatchet. And move some things to inventory. But first I'm going to show you how to cook. So we can just go to our fireplace. Select a piece of meat. Hold it out in the fire. And cook it. It's really quick. Just let go. If you keep it in there though, you can make tar. And you can use tar for different materials to cook, to build with. Right, let's just eat a piece of wolf meat, and you could probably just see our max health just doubled. It's really good. It's going to be really useful for combat, especially since, you know, we don't have any armor. All right, I don't think animals will give us cloth. I think we really have to fight some enemies. So maybe we can find a little structure here that has some enemies. Alright, you know what? Let's go into the Shroud. We haven't been to the Shroud yet. I love the Shroud. It is such an aesthetic, that place. It is so cool. It can be a little daunting because you can only be there for 5 minutes. And those 5 minutes, they go fast. You're always doing stuff, looting stuff. You're maybe losing your way. It definitely took me a bit of time before I could find my way around there. Right, find the sleeping survivor. There is a quest I have to do anyways. Oh, I know where to go. So, yeah, if we want to progress with crafting, if we want a workshop and a blacksmith, I will have to show you just a little bit of the story, but it's really minor stuff. So this is the Shroud. It is spooky. It is hard to see. It is very cursed looking. There is also a lot to mine here though. Just get stones. This is Shroud wood. Just these dead cursed trees. Actually grab a proper axe. We'll give it Shroud wood, which is really good. There. That lets us make different things. You can harvest these balls for Shroud liquid. Not even sure what this gives us. I think I can harvest this, but I already forgot. Yeah, you can see these weird little things. Oh, that's also just Shroud liquid. Oh, shit. And there we have an enemy. Let's take care of this guy. Right here at the start of the Shroud, they're all low level. So it should be fine. Let's see, what do you have? Torn cloth and Shroud spores. We're not gonna need those straight away, but definitely keeping them. So, yeah, navigation here can be tricky. I'm just gonna quickly reset my timer by going out of the Shroud. My bar will fill up. There we go. Here we have this main path that goes kinda across. Here we have a path to the right. Here we have another path to the right. We'll need later. And you can see on the map sort of where you're going, but you don't really see the elevation changes. Sometimes I'll just smash this card so it's a bit easier to see where I'm going. These will respawn though. You can also get a one-time restore here. This does respawn, but it might take days. Let me think, where do I want to go for more enemies, but without it being too spicy? You know what, let's just keep following the path. Because I want to unlock the, whatchamacallem anyways, the blacksmith. And I'm pretty sure he's right here. Somewhere? It's so hard to see. That's the main reason why it's easy to get lost in the Shroud, you know, just visibility. Oh. I didn't realize, if you run out of stamina while climbing, you just fall down. Gotcha. That's never happened to me somehow. And I'm always low on stamina. Okay, that's okay. Alright, now we're on the Now we're on the other side of the bridge. Wait. So enemies might be just a tad tougher here, but it's really not too bad. Let's just go farm a couple more. I think this is an archer. Sometimes I don't even go into the combat thing. Ooh, metal scraps. These are really good. We're gonna need plenty of those later. But yeah, the auto aim is... the auto targeting is quite good. Sometimes I don't go into a combat stance. Just go up here and to the left. And we'll do this one mission. Just because we kind of have to be able to craft a bit more. It is here, right? Yeah. The combat is really fun. It is really rewarding. Let me see if I can block. Oh! I stopped blocking too early. This is why I often just hack and slash. Blocking takes a bit of precise timing. But if you got the strength... Oh shit! Oh shit! Well, I died. Eh, that's okay. Let's pretend I did that on purpose. So when you die, you drop some items, but not everything. So we have our weapons, we have our tools, we have the important stuff. But I guess the loot we picked up, like the cloth and those spores, I don't know what determines what we lose, but it's okay. Some meat. Berries. We can just reclaim it, and I'm pretty sure you can drop multiple bags of goodies and all of them will just stay there. And all the way at the top of the screen you can see this dark red symbol, kind of crimson-y, and that's where we have to go to pick up our loot. So let's just do that and get our revenge. Probably be good to get a better weapon. Like we lost our wood logs, that's a shame. You know what? Let's make a better weapon. I know I'm being a little bit impulsive and all over the place, but really didn't need it before, so let's just craft. Let's make a club. There we go. Yep, put it on the hotbar. There we go, that's a bit more damage. And we can probably... Nope, I dropped the cloth, that's right. We were probably able to make some armor, but some clothing, but we're gonna have to get our goodies back first. Sometimes your loot will be in a slightly different location, so it's easier to pick up. Wait, I'm going in the wrong direction. Right there. So yeah, sometimes if you drop down the cliff, your loot will be at the top. Because the game realized like, okay, they were not supposed to go there, they fell to their death. Right, let's take this wolf's goodies. Hell yeah. And go find our own goodies. Usually you can see this big beacon of light. There we go. This big beacon of red. Quickly pick up everything. You can crouch and hide in bushes. I don't know if I've ever done that. I'm usually more, you know, guns blazing kind of type. Yeah, we don't have guns, but you get the idea. Okay, this time maybe be a bit more clever about it. I do dodge a lot, because dodging, or, you know, rolling works well. Oh, wow, I got like 3 scythes from that guy, the hell. Screw you, cloud of bees. It does pay to explore these places. Often you can find some crates with goodies. Maybe you can even find some weapons or... oh, don't attack these red things. It might be obvious, but I definitely may have died that way at some point. They will blow up, and they will do a lot of damage, and they will blow up the walls, they will blow a crater into the ground. It's really cool to see how destruction works in this world. You know, if you have bow and arrow, you could try it for sure. There's a bit of storyline that I'm gonna avoid. There, powder ball. Might get some material if we attack this, but it's hardly worth it, honestly. Although, oh, actually, torn cloth, perfect. Sometimes my destruction sense is, you know, worthwhile. Let's see, how much damage does the club do? 11 damage blunt. And the scythe we got does 11 damage, but it's piercing. That's actually pretty sweet. Now we also have a weapon that is does armor piercing damage. It's pretty good stuff. Can we... Oh, that works. Also metal scraps, that's pretty good. Alright, let's go get ourselves a blacksmith. Ancient vault. There might be a cutscene. I will cut it. I will skip it. First, let's fight this dude. Oh shit! Oh shit! He is wrecking me. Let me let me get some distance. Let me first just eat a berry, because that shouldn't slow us down too much. Oh. I want a bandage, but later we can find health potions and they work really quickly, but for now, bandage is the way to go. There, that's a lot faster healing. So concentrate. I probably should parry and block and stuff, but I'm not amazing at this combat. Sometimes I'm in the zone, sometimes I can do it, sometimes I just hack and slash and oh, I won or I died, you know? Okay, I think that was our only obstacle here. So let's do the thing, and let's get ourselves a blacksmith. Alright, so that got us the blacksmith. We can now just go home, I'm pretty sure. And we got a bunch of new recipes. Crafting recipes, like we can make a summoning staff, and that lets us place the blacksmith into the world. I'm gonna make that for sure. I'm also finally gonna make me some rags. Ragged shirts. And I'm already... oh, out of string, that's okay. And I should be able to make some boots. And we need more cloth if we also want the pants. Those pants will also be an upgrade over the current ones. So right click, equip. And boots, right click, equip. Perfect. I also picked up some arrows along the way. You can find them in the world, you can find them on enemies. Let's combine these. Berries can stack up to 20, so that saves a bit of space. Let's take a berry. Maybe we could find a couple more enemies in the shroud. Get a little bit more cloth. And then we can go home and make some... yeah, make a nice place for our blacksmith. That's gonna open up a lot more crafting. So far we've been able to do everything with basic materials. But of course, blacksmith, you know, metalworking, we can make better weapons. We can do a lot of exciting stuff. I have an idea. I know where there are some enemies. I don't have amazing weapons. Oh, I took a wrong turn. I have to go around this rock. Yeah, I know a place. It might be a little sketchy to fight there. I could very well die, but... oh, goodies. But I know that they have metal scraps. And the more metal scraps we have, the more... Whoops, the more work we have for our blacksmith. That'll be good. So yeah, we just have to go to a little bit of Shroud, and here we have a little settlement. Oh, there's a wolf. And it's a level 3 wolf. Okay, I might actually have to focus now. But... should give us some meat. Bones. Alright, let's take a berry. Let's heal up real quick. There are enemies real close by, but they shouldn't attack us. Game does not pause in this menu. What I can do is I can make a bow. Just need twigs and string. And then I can make a bunch of wooden arrow. And we'll equip it. And if we aim with right mouse, we can see we have 60 arrows. And what's really nice about the bow is you can still just target enemies with tab. At least, you know, you have to be close enough and it has to work. You know what? Let's just get a couple cheap shots in. Okay, now we can press tab and just left click. Get a bit of distance, left click. All I'm doing is just walking backwards, kiting them. So you can definitely cheese it a little bit. It's not a lot of damage, but you know. I was just thinking, like, what if the other guy body blocks him? Stands in the line of fire, I mean. And yeah, it did, even though I was targeting the other one. It hit this guy. That's kinda cool. But this works, this is definitely a way to go. If you're feeling not super confident with your fighting, and you just have to make it out alive, screw it. Cheese it. Works for me. Not a fan that it's so dark now. You can fight with the torch, but it doesn't do good damage. I've never checked. What are the stats? Does it even say 9 damage, blunt, and fire damage? That makes sense. It's not actually that bad, 9 versus 11. So that's something you can do. You do have durability, but you can repair weapons at home. Let's just make myself a pair of ragged pants. I finally can. Sweet. Let's make some more string. Let's make a bandage. Need cloth for that too. Alright. I'll put on my ragged pants. And the threadbare pants are kind of shit, so I'm just gonna delete them. I may have been able to get something out of it, but... do I want to go deeper into this place? It seems a little risky. You know what, let's see if we can kill just one more and then we'll head home, because I'm kind of full with goodies. I don't want to lose all my stuff. You know what, let's fight like we're a bit braver. Easy to say when he's down to 25% HP, but still. There, 3 more metal scraps, now we have like 15, 16. It's pretty good. So that should allow us to get some basic metal goodies going. Like maybe a sword, that would be pretty awesome actually. And it's a little easy to get lost here. I would recommend to just go in little bits at a time. Stick to the paths as the game tells you to. Because it is worthwhile. and learn a couple of these landmarks. Just figure out how this little intersection here works, how the layout of this place is, and at least then you have a bit of a bearing here. At the start you don't have to go far into the shroud, it's not that bad. So I'm just realizing I went out for cloth so that I could make a bed, but I returned with basically no cloth. Right? Darn it. Did I dump any materials? No, I didn't put anything in storage, I think. I do have animal fur. I think we can make beds with that though. Ah well. Let's also cook up some lean meat. So from wolves you get wolf meat, makes sense. And it's quite good. You can also get this meat from sheep and from other animals, and this gives you less of an HP boost, but it's still well worth it. And it's typically a bit easier to find this kind of stuff near home, because you could see sheep and rams or whatever they are wandering everywhere. So yeah, since it's dark, let's go find these bright spots, because these are fireflies. These are really useful. Mostly just for cosmetic light source stuff, but still. There we go. Ah, no cloth from that guy. Darn it. There we go. Oh, another one. It does feel like it does a bit less damage, yeah, but the scythe thing is definitely better. Sweet. Spores and cloth, and runes. I haven't figured out exactly what runes are good for, but I'm pretty sure they're good for something. How much? 2 cloth. I see another enemy. And there's this cursed looking basement here. Ah, no cloth. Looks cursed. I don't think I've been here in my first look either. Oh, this looks a little bit precarious. But, oh shit, I'm stuck. Where am I stuck on? Sometimes the combat mode is a little... makes it a little tricky to see what's going on with walls and stuff. You know what? I don't want to come into your sketchy pit of death and despair. Get wrecked, please. Torn cloth, 2 more. I think we're almost there. Luckily all low level enemies. I probably have a skill point to spend. Oh god, what the hell? Okay, guess I'm not going there. I don't know if the fire triggered something. I've seen it happen before, I'm a little confused about that so far. Or cloth, rusty short sword. It's not really an upgrade, but hey, when I see a weapon, I get excited. Shit, backpack full. Let's go eat that meat. Let's pick it up. And let's just go home, because I'm gonna assume we have enough cloth. Where is... there's the stairs. Ah, that feels safer. 25 meters, that feels so much safer. Phew! Alright, first thing first, I need a bed. We need to have a bed for this to feel like home. No space. Let me just put in blocks, rough wood block, a rough stone block. We're gonna need it soon enough, but now we can make a mattress. I'm gonna just put some weapons in the last box, because we have extra scythes. No, that one, the club is fine. And honestly, I don't really need the hatchet either. I just want to make some space. Actually, I want to use the rusty short sword. I'm going to make a better alternative soon enough, but for now, this will do. And here I'm gonna put some consumables like mushrooms, honey. We can consume that too. Runes, I'll label with that. The explosive thingies, the I'll put wax and resin and shroud spores, kind of like, well, natural materials, I guess. And here I will put bones and animal fur and shroud wood. More basic ingredients. Awesome. Alright, that sounds like sun is rising and I finally have a bed. I'm just gonna put it right here. And now we have a place to sleep. I don't think we can skip the night, but we can recover here. We can get rested. And after being rested, I think you get like a buff for a while, for like these 13 minutes. Still not entirely sure what that buff does, to be honest, but it seems to be a good thing. So you know what? I use it now and then. Awesome. So now, if you remember, we have the summoning staff. So I just equip the summoning staff and press tab. And we can pick available survivors and just place them into the world, which is awesome. So that's the quest complete. Find the sleeping survivor. And now we can also place him elsewhere. There we go. So let's go build one more thing, because I think, and I mean the quest thinks that too. The blacksmith needs a nice little blacksmith shop. So I'm actually, I only just put it away, but I'm just gonna take out the building materials again. Oh, if you just have the building materials equipped, you can also build with it. I didn't even realize. You don't have to equip the hammer. Neat. The hammer just gives you recipes to work with. Alright. Let's get back into build menu. Let's go just place a couple slabs of stone. Let's see. On his work place. There, but lower. Then right there, remove that. I just want one row of space between the fire altar. Actually, 2 rows of space. I'm just, you know, being nitpicky with where I place it and stuff. It's too low? No, that works. That's perfect. Sweet. Now I'm just gonna place some crude walls out of wood. So remember, Control Scroll to change material. Actually, can we do lower walls? I mean, I'm sure we can, but also we could just snap the grid. We could just remove material, right? So let me see. Let me try this. Let's just select a material. Let's try to see how this goes. If I remove just one row of material, just make the roof a little lower, make it a nice cozy place. It's a bit tedious, one block at a time. Wait, can we... Oh, we could just right click and hold. Sweet. Let's give him some... simple windows. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's not perfectly centered, is it? Yeah, this works pretty well. I mean, yeah, pretty well. Oh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. I did have it right the first time. Doesn't matter. So we could probably manually do a roof. You can also make scaffolding, by the way. Just at the workbench, and then you have something so you could get up there and have a higher vantage point to build from. But I'm just gonna go do the thing with the construction hammer. I'm gonna select a roof. Just again, a low roof. And I will turn on the grid and assume it snaps nicely to the walls that are now lower than normal. Yep, seems to work. That seem even? I think so. I'll just connect it up with these sections. Yep, all seems well. Does that line up? Yes, it does. Perfect. BEA. Oh, we need more plant fiber block. Just a little bit more. So again, roof. I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit low. Be a little tricky to see how it lines up, how it connects. Yeah, that looks good. Sweet. So now we should make two things for the blacksmith. Right, I realize we have to talk to the blacksmith to make his forge. So for that we need metal scraps, stone, and charcoal. That's not too bad. We got metal scraps on those enemies on the other side of the bridge. Now we just need charcoal, for which we need a charcoal kiln. And that's another thing he can make for us. So let's do that. Boop. Don't waste it. Perfect. I'm actually gonna get rid of... Hey. Let's place him in here. There. If only just because I want... Darn, I did it again. Because I don't want the summoning staff to look like him. I just want it to look like a staff. Place it in my inventory. Perfect. Now let's place a kiln. Let's place that right here. It's a little tricky to see the rotation, but we should be good. So to get charcoal, we just need dirt and wooden logs. That is a-okay. Let us give it 28 logs, and we'll see if we can get 28 dirt. Which brings me to mining. We can use mining to terraform, or, you know, mine. So I'm just gonna start digging here, get a bunch of dirt. And you can see, everything is on the same block grid, just like when you build, but it kind of turns into a new organic shape, which is really nice. So let us put some dirt, actually, yeah, dirt, that is what we need. Right click, split stack, shift click to whoop, put it there. It already used a bunch of logs, I guess. Probably already burned some wood. In the meantime, what I can show you guys is the skill tree. So again, I typically go to this menu with V or B or whatever, but I guess H is directly to the skills. So here we have a big skill tree. It's really good. You can really, you can get into ranging into, wait, Beastmaster. I'm not even sure what that is. Beastmaster. And I don't know if you can, like, tame animals. That's the first one my brain went to, but that might be not at all. But I think what's going to be interesting to me is stuff like warrior. The constitution is more health, right? 50 more health. Hell yeah, I want that for sure. And I also just kind of want to do more damage. So I'm not sure if that is... Savior, that's for when you want to help your buddies up. Merciless attack. Sounds interesting. No, what I just want to do is more attack. So strength, 5% more melee damage. Nice. I don't play that many RPGs, so for me, just some sword-wielding maniac is probably a sensible build. But hey, if you want to go ranger, if you want to go magic, assassin sounds interesting too. Range damage. So yeah, that's a whole nother rabbit hole to go down, and it looks really cool. Oh, there's 15 charcoal. Maybe it had... I think it just finished. So do we have enough yet? Or... Yeah, we only need 10. Sweet, we can make a forge. Let's do that. So now we get a lot more recipes. It's gonna be like, bling, new recipe, bling, new recipe. It's pretty sweet. Let's just give our dude... Forge. Is it not clipping into the wall? No, it's not. Perfect. Sweet. So this is one thing we had to do for the quest. We had to give our blacksmith some place with shelter. And this kind of looks like something I've seen in a medieval movie once. Like a bit more of an open design. It probably had like a living quarters in the back, but this looks, you know, it looks alright to me. So this will do. So now we can make weapons and bows and armor and all sorts of cool stuff. So we just have to talk to the blacksmith and he can make stuff like lockpicks, takes metal scraps, but we don't have much. And fur armor. Interesting to me that you would go to the blacksmith for fur stuff, but you know, probably more a game design thing. Metal armor, this is going to be great. We need to make metal sheets, which we can do at the forge. We can load up all our metal scraps and charcoal, and we can make metal sheets. Then we can go to this guy and make armor. But we're not going to do that today. Let me know if, you know, if you do want to get into that. We can have him make nails for better storage. What I mostly just want is one-handed weapons. And I want a scrappy sword, but for that, we do need nails. Okay, just 2 of them. And that only takes 1 metal scraps. Okay, let's craft 2 nails. Go to one-handed weapons. Go to the sword. Remember A and D or whatever to switch. And we can make a scrappy sword. Hell yes, quest complete. Okay, that's really exciting. So now we have a proper sword. Well, you know, a level 5 sword. 16 damage, mostly cutting, a little bit piercing, a little blunt, a little poison damage. I was unaware. It's probably more durable. Yeah, 250 on this one versus 100 for their old rusty sword that we never really got to use. And we can have him make a shield.
Where there's fire, there's hope.
You can also make gliders and other really cool stuff, but you know, this is at least, now at least we cover the basics. There's just one more thing I want to do. I completely forgot to craft that. I'm a little silly. I never made a basic wooden shield. There, just string and wooden logs. Bam, shield. I didn't even realize. You can also block without a shield, but it's probably going to be more effective. So right click, equip. Now we have a shield. I like how he instantly turns away when I activate it. Makes sense, because you know, combat stance. So yeah, but we can have him make a better better shield actually. Shouldn't be too much work. Well, it does take 5 metal sheets. So I'm glad I just quickly made this one.
Strike while the iron's hot.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, let me know if you want to see more. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I hope you have a great day.